Welcome back to part, I think it's 3 or is it 4? One of them, of my Oblivion playthrough. This is a heavily modded game of Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls 4. And we are playing it, in part because with mods it can still look good, even this many years after the game's release. And also because a group of modders are remaking the Elder Scrolls 4 using the Skyrim game engine, and it gets closer to completion every day now. And that is going to be awesome. Okay, we were present when the Emperor was assassinated in the beginning of the game, and asked by him to find a man named Joffrey and give him the Amulet of Kings, and then find his hidden son, the last heir to the throne of Cyrodiil. So here we are at Weynon Priory, where this man Joffrey is supposed to be. So I think I saw somebody.
I'm the shepherd here. Eranor's the name, and this is Weynon Priory.
Looking for a man named Joffrey.
If he's not sleeping or eating, he'll be fussing with his books, I reckon, over in the Priory house. Good day.
The most friendly of chaps. Very dour.
Yes? Can I help you?
I'm looking for a man named Joffrey.
He's upstairs. Go ahead.
Neighbor.
Good afternoon.
Piner.
Welcome, good citizen. I'm Brother Piner, and this is Weynon Priory, a monastery. Can I help you?
Looking for a man named Joffrey.
Oh, yes. He'll be in the Priory house somewhere.
Do you know anything about the Blades?
Like members of my order, the Blades are devoted to the divine Talos. We honor them for their dedication and devotion.
Now, if you played Skyrim, you're probably familiar with the name Talos. Talos was apparently one of the human imperial emperors who they elevated to godhood status. In Skyrim, the elves had forced the humans to, disavow Talos.
We are a monastic order devoted to divine Talos, who was the mortal Tiber Septim, the founder of the Empire.
Basically what I said.
Aye.
I'm Brother Joffrey. What do you want?
The Emperor sent me to find you.
Emperor Uriel? Do you know something about his death?
He gave me the Amulet of Kings to bring to you.
You brought me the Amulet of Kings? This cannot be. Let me see it.
Here, look for yourself.
By the Nine! This is the Amulet of Kings. Who are you? How did you get this? What do you know of the Emperor's death?
Here's how it went down.
As unlikely as your story sounds, I believe you. Only the strange destiny of Uriel Septim could have brought you to me carrying the Amulet of Kings.
Who is this Prince of Destruction the Emperor mentioned?
The Prince of Destruction he referred to is none other than Mehrunes Dagon, one of the lords of the demonic world of Oblivion. The Emperor's words, "Close shut the jaws of Oblivion," certainly suggest that he perceived some threat from Oblivion. But all the scholars agree that the mortal world is protected from the danger of Oblivion by magical barriers.
How then can Oblivion threaten us?
I'm not sure. Only the emperors truly understand the meaning behind the rituals of coronation. The Amulet of Kings is ancient. Saint Alicia herself received it from the gods. It is a holy relic of great power. When an emperor is crowned, he uses the amulet to light the dragon fires at the Temple of the One in the Imperial City. With the emperor dead and no new heir crowned, the dragon fires in the temple will be dark, for the first time in centuries. It may be that the dragon fires protected us from a threat that only the emperor was aware of.
The emperor also asked me to find his son.
I am one of the few who know of his existence. Many years ago I served as captain of Uriel's bodyguards, the Blades. One night Uriel called me into his private chambers. A baby boy lay sleeping in a basket. Uriel told me to deliver him somewhere safe. He never told me anything else about the baby, but I knew it was his son. From time to time he would ask about the child's progress. Now it seems that this illegitimate son is the heir to the Septim throne, if he yet lives.
Where can I find Uriel's son?
His name is Martin. He serves Akatosh in the chapel in the city of Kvatch, south of here. You must go to Kvatch and find him at once. If the enemy is aware of his existence, as seems likely, he is in terrible danger. And please, let me know if there's anything you need. My resources here are limited, but I will help in any way I can.
What can you tell me about that blade, Boris?
One of the youngest blades ever to serve in the Emperor's personal guard. I am glad to hear that he survived, but I fear he will take the Emperor's death particularly hard.
Can you tell me anything more about Martin?
He is a priest in the chapel of Akatosh in Kvatch. He never knew that he was Uriel Septim's son. You need to find him at once and bring him safely back here.
Are you a member of the Order of the Blades?
Yes, Boris told you right. I am the Grand Master of the Blades. We serve the Emperor and the Septim bloodline. Talos is our patron. You wonder to find me here? Discretion is our watchword. Only a few of us have the honor to serve publicly in the Imperial Guard.
You mentioned Mehrunes Dagon.
The Daedra Prince of Destruction, an inveterate foe of all mortal races. He was involved with Jagar Tharn's plot against the Empire years ago. It doesn't surprise me to find his hand in the current calamity.
And, one last thing. You mentioned assistance?
I keep a few things here in my chest to resupply traveling blades. Help yourself to whatever you need.
Take this steel bow. Sword. Let's see. This stuff is probably better than the rough. Potions are necessary, especially after I got my rear end almost kicked by that bandit battle mage. I'll take a few of these other things and sell them.
How are you today? What?
Brother Joffrey mentioned that you might be able to provide some assistance for me on my journey.
Here, perhaps you will find this useful. One of the books I saved from my blades training. You go into danger. Joffrey didn't tell us any more than that, but know that our prayers go with you. Goodbye.
It's another skill book. I'll take a look at him in a little bit.
How goes it? I know that you are on an important mission for the Blades. Please, if you need a horse, take mine from the Priory stables.
That's very generous of you. Thank you.
Go with Talos's blessings. Do not fail.
Charitable bunch. Let's see, let's take a look at the armor. This should be better than the rusty iron greaves they have. Probably just endurance-wise. In fact, while we're here, we might as well rest.
Greetings to you.
Hey, we're definitely going to move up endurance because that's +5 right there. That'll give us a good bit more fatigue and hit points. Speed is good. I've been told that Mardigan's monster mod makes it so that you can encounter enemies far beyond your power, as we saw with that battle mage. So having more speed will mean we'll be better able to run away from them when we need to. Now, I'm caught between willpower, which will let our magicka regenerate faster, or personality. I'm thinking personality right now, just because it's +4, and we don't have as many skills linked to personality. I think it's a good idea to save now. Let's take a quick look at that book. Warp in the West. I'll just flip through this. If you will want to read it, you can pause. You all can let me know if you want me to actually read the books. Okay.
It's you.
Now I want to move up my stealth, I think it's called sneak in this game, skill a little bit. Because we are going to be doing the Thieves Guild. Currently it's at a very lowly 9.
You. Hi.
Let's see if we can't move it up a little bit. There we go. Okay, it's already up to 16. Very nice. That one more time. Moving up real quickly because I have it really low, because it's one of my primary skills. And also because
hello.
I have a mod installed that makes so that my skills go up a bit faster. This is because I really don't have the time or interest in grinding or using mini metagame techniques. I've never really cared for that aspect of RPGs. So this way I can just get my skills up to a decent level. They'll slow down in their increase greatly once they hit around expert level. And that way I can focus more on doing quests and other fun things. So, let's see. We are currently at level 3. I'm not sure I want to level up again right now. I think that the levels increases are associated with whatever level you were on when you got them. So if I level up right now, I think that means I'll just be able to move up my agility and nothing else. But we could test it and reload if it is indeed that way. Oh, no, it wasn't. Cool. Okay. Happy to be wrong. So we're definitely going to move up agility. That's a 5. And endurance, which is a 4. Now we have the option of willpower for 4, agility for 2, or strength for 2. Now agility means that you're not staggered as much in combat, which is nice. Willpower, as I said, moves up your magic regeneration. Strength lets you do more damage in melee and carry more. I think we're going to go willpower right now because it's a 4.
What is it?
Now, it's pretty dark right now, so I think we'll rest till morning. Oh, that's somebody's bed. Then we'll go to Chorrol. Join a couple of the guilds. The way I reckon Karina sees it right now is she doesn't agree with Joffrey's assumption that they know where Martin is. I mean, if they knew where he was, they probably would have killed him at the same time that they killed the Emperor and his sons. I mean, why do a coordinated attack and just take out 4 of 5 targets? It doesn't make sense. And if I'm being watched, then if I go and do other stuff, it'll throw them off the scent. And also I can be better prepared for when I do rescue him, or retrieve him. Actually, let's see if this guy gives us some form of assistance.
I'm the shepherd here. Eranor's the name, and this...
Joffrey mentioned that you might be able to provide some assistance to me on my journey.
Well, I normally stay out of the affairs of the great folk that come through Weynon Priory to see Master Joffrey. But go ahead and take this hammer. You might have use of it, and I have others. Not much call for smith work around here, in any case. Well, we both have better things to do than stand here all day exchanging idle gossip. Good day to you now.
Maybe he isn't so dour after all. Unfortunately, he's overburdened me. No. No longer overburdened. And those pale eyes make her look a little evil from a distance. It's interesting that it's taken them, they're 5 games in, and they don't really have any horse camp combat to speak of. I think they added horse archery in a patch in Skyrim. I seem to recall I had a vampire hunter who had a crossbow and could fire from horseback. I remember circling around a frost giant and picking him off that way. It was pretty cool. This is Chorrol. This was one of the first towns I came to the first time I played Skyrim, or Oblivion. I spent a great deal of time doing the local quests. There are some fun ones. I think we'll start by joining some of the guilds.
Hello, I don't think we've met. Are you new in town?
Yes, I am. Pleased to meet you.
Likewise. I'm always glad to meet someone new. Welcome. I'm sure my mother would be glad to meet you as well.
Your mother lives near here?
My mother owns Northern Goods and Trade in Chorrol.
Can you tell me any rumors around town?
You ever talk to Hondatar? Odd fellow, but he seems to know his way around these parts. Bye.
So, we're gonna want to join the Mage's Guild and the Fighters Guild. Let's start with the Fighters Guild. In fact, I just remembered we're kind of overburdened, so let's actually start by visiting the merchants. Start with the general store. I find the general stores, they tend to give you better prices than...
Hello. Let's hear it.
more specific shopkeepers.
Only the finest wares to buy and barter at Northern Goods and Trades. I'm Cedneus, the proprietor. How can I help you?
What can you tell me about Chorrol? I'm new here.
If I don't have what you need, you might try the other Chorrol merchants. Renoir's has books, fire and steel for your armor and weapons.
Do you know anything about that monk, Joffrey from Weynon Priory?
An old cleric with that name comes in now and then. Lives southeast of town on the Black Road at Weynon Priory. You've got a lot to learn.
Now, I installed a mod that makes it so that you can train as many times as you want per level, as long as you have the gold. That was something that I had missed in Oblivion. It was something that you kind of get used to in Morrowind, being able to train.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Okay. We've got her about as persuaded as we can. Let's see, let's try 63 and see if she'll take it.
An excellent bargain.
She did, so let's try 61. $59. $457. I think I want to hang on to this one, particularly after that encounter with the spellcaster.
That's a fair deal.
Show my ingredients from me. Should buy the book. Don't really need these spells.
A good price for a good customer. A fine transaction. A good price for a good That seems a
The Modding and Monsters mod adds a
bargain.
A crafting system where you can make use of hides like that, but I chose not to install it because I don't really care for crafting in games. It seems kind of like make work. Oh, so we do another level up. 30%.
Hello, I'm Rashida, the smith, and this is Fire and Steel. Quality armor and weapons, repairs too. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about Chorrol, Rashida?
Nice town, but you need money here to live well. Head out of town and do some hunting. Sell the skins, or you can loot old caves and ruins.
Any rumors you could tell me about?
I understand the Fighters Guild is looking for new members. Seems a bit odd, but that's what I hear.
I think I'll join them.
Yes?
Put on the charm.
Really now? Good one. Blob. Is that so? Please, I'm a good one. Blob. You can't scare me. Sure. Blob. You can't. Please, I'm embarrassed. But thank you. Is good. Sure. Blah, blah, blah. What a bore. No, you... That's pretty... Don't... That's just talk. Good. Not bad. Blah. You can't scare me.
Persuasion, wheedling, cajoling, and coercing are all tools of speechcraft. They are tools you seek to excel in. You are now an apprentice of speechcraft. When persuading a character, you get one chance to rotate the response wedges without having to select an action. Very nice, but we've maxed out disposition with Rashida.
That's not bad.
Let's now do some selling.
Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Now, she gives us horrible deals, even at, like, halfway through the meter. She's only giving us 52% of the value. So let's start at, like, 176 buying value, even though we're selling. So, let's sell the War Axe. I'm not planning on using blunt weapons. I had thought about it because there is a mace that we'll be getting in one of the quests I plan on doing that's quite nice.
You've made
But
a good bit of
other
gold.
than that, there aren't really any blunt weapons worth the trouble compared to blades.
That's a good deal.
I feel a bit like, why bother splitting up your progression between two weapon types with no real benefit?
I can't do that. I appreciate...
We have a decision to make. Should we hang on to the two-handed sword for a little while? Looks pretty cool.
Farewell.
Gives us some reach, which is nice. I think we will. Let's bow in that one. Great sword in that one. We'll hang on to the steel short sword, I think, for now. I think we sold everything we can, or that I want to. Moment.
If you've got the stones for it.
Let's join the Fighters Guild.
Looking for action? Think about the Fighters Guild. You're not afraid of trouble, are you? You'd like the Fighters Guild.
What can you tell me about Chorrol?
Concerning this, I can only speak to a friend.
Oh, he doesn't trust me. What about if I were to join the Fighters Guild?
If you're interested, see Valena Daunton in Chorrol, or Azan in Anvil, or Burz Grokash in Cheydinhal.
Okay, I think that's all we're going to get out of him.
Take care.
Now. He is an important character, the weapons master in the Fighters Guild, so we'll certainly see more of him.
Oh, hello. Hi there. Have you seen
See a
Valis
replica of a dwarven axe.
Spends all day in the tavern since his boys left.
Uh-huh.
Take care.
Let's see if we can find it.
It's you.
So this is the Fighters
Hi.
Guild's
Anytime
main
now.
base in
Hello.
Cyrodiil.
How are
And
things?
this is actually,
Join
I
the
think,
guild
the
and
Grand
fight
Master.
for gold. Greetings. How may I help you? Are you perhaps interested in joining the Fighters Guild?
What would joining the Fighters Guild entail?
The Fighters Guild is always looking for new members. If you've got a clean record and don't have a bounty on your head, we may be able to use you. Are you interested in joining?
Yes, sign me up.
Excellent. You are now an associate in the Fighters Guild. You should report to either Azan in Anvil or Burz Grokash in Cheydinhal for contracts.
Okay. Can you tell me anything about the Fighters Guild?
See Azan in Anvil or Burz Grokash in Cheydinhal for contracts.
Wow. She's single-minded.
They
Just
say
do your
that
job.
the priests and priestesses of the Chapel of Dibella have all
nice.
been murdered. No one even knows who did it.
I heard there's a prophet.
This was added by a mod, Elven Weaponry. This is a replica, so it doesn't do as much as the Steel Greatsword. But it's modeled after the Elven Weaponry in Peter Jackson's movies of the Lord of the Rings.
Really? Heard any news from the other provinces?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
So long.
Be seeing you.
Here's some more. Let's see. They're pretty heavy. Fine steel longsword. Take that. So when you join a guild, you gain access to almost everything in it. So you can take it and sell it. You can even sell it back to the guild, which is really weird. Now this is how the Oblivion weapons, Elven weaponry normally looks. So much larger
Hello?
than the ones from the Lord of the Rings mod. I personally prefer the more slender ones from you get from the Lord of the Rings mod, but you can let me know if you feel otherwise in the comments. But you're wrong. Not sure why, but
Well met.
the Fallout 4 mod. Oh, there it is. Doesn't always work. I think it's because the button that I use for dialogue is also mapped when I hold it down longer on my controller to be the button that you use to drag stuff on the ground. And when it's in, I guess, that drag mode, the Fallout 4 mod does not work. I think that's everything we'll be doing in the Fighters Guild here. Potion of Night Eye. Unless they've got like a training basement, some of these do. Let me take a quick look down there.
Well, hello there. Sabine Lowell, Guildsmith. Real happy to meet you. So, what can I do for you?
What can you tell me about Chorrol?
You can pay for a bed at the Grey Mare or the Oaken Crozier. But if you get a bed for free at a guild, why would you pay for one?
Can't argue with that logic.
Goodbye. Well, hello there.
I don't
What
think
can
this
I
wo-
interest
I
you
knew
in?
that this woman even existed. I've played this game quite a few times. Not recently, though, as the Fighters Guild. Usually, you get a better deal for selling to guild members. So I probably should have buttered her up instead of Rashida.
Yes?
I can do that now.
Was that? Don't. Sure. No more, you're frightening me. Yes, yes, whatever. I doubt you really mean that.
Let's see, let's rotate it.
Sure, that. You're full of
There we
it.
go.
That's pretty good. I doubt you really. No more. Blah, 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 what a bore. Was that not bad at all.
Rotate it.
Don't make me
So now
laugh.
we ended up with less than we started with. It's a bit odd.
You're full of it. That's a bit excessive, don't you think? I
I
accept.
messed up there.
That's pretty good. That's a bit good one. Blah, 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 what a bore. Yes, yes, whatever you say. Whatever you... Was that supposed to be a compliment? Sure. You're a big fat liar. You're pathetic. No more. Not... Don't be silly. You're a big fat liar. Yes, don't be... Sure,
Oh,
that's cute.
I'm sorry. I must be distracted. I keep on, Yeah, she doesn't like to be admired.
You're pathetic.
So...
I doubt you really mean... Whatever... Yeah, I get it.
yeah.
Was that... You're... Good... Yes, yes, whatever you say. Whatever you want. Was that supposed... Not bad. You're a big fat liar.
Ah,
Don't be
doing it
silly.
again.
Not bad. Yes, yes, whatever you
People are
say.
doing the top
Don't
one,
make me
admiring her.
laugh.
She doesn't like to be admired. This one,
Yeah.
this one.
I accept. I have no choice.
Rotate it.
Don't be silly.
There we go.
You're full of it. Not bad. Yes, don't be silly. I accept. I have no choice. You're good one. Was that supposed to be a
There we go.
compliment? I offer the finest goods and lowest prices.
Let's see, let's start with... right about there. Let's start by selling our steel short sword, because now we have a fine steel long sword, which is better. It doesn't look as cool in my opinion, but it's better. Let's try selling this replica. Even though it already belonged to the Fighters Guild, they're willing to buy it back from me.
Come back and see me. You too.
Things could always be worse, and probably will be. I'm Kurz Grobaroth. What can I do for you?
Sounds like one of my older brothers. You have any rumors?
You know, Bangand has some fine horses for sale. Too bad he's such a pushy man.
Not in the way that he
Be
sounds,
seeing you.
like, voice-wise. The way he talks seems to have a similar perspective on life. This might seem a wee bit cheap, but if they're willing to buy Fighters Guild stuff from you, why not?
Well, hello there.
Sell it all back to them.
Take care.
No, she's
Well,
not
hello
mine.
there. Sabine Laurel, Guildsmith. Real happy to meet you. So, what can I do for you?
That's weird.
Go hurt something.
Maybe she realizes that I'm trying to sell her weaponry back to her. Or it could just be that the Radiant AI senses that it's time for her to take a break. Which it looks like is the case. You can see that she's eating right now. I don't care for the Radiant AI in this game. I mean, I guess it's kind of neat that they wander around a bit. But it's weird that they just choose, this is the time that we're eating. We're not going to do business with you.
I'm Lum Grobaroth, the cheerful one. My brother Kurz? He's not so cheerful.
You tell me about Chorrol.
Dogs are an orc's best friend. Good protection, good companions, good eats. The Bruants have dogs, lots of them. Go to it.
Now, I'm thinking
Hi there.
that her lunch break's probably going to be finished in a moment. And these replica swords are worth quite a bit. Go
Walk
bring
with
them
virtue.
down and sell them.
Recruitment is down. Way down. That's a problem.
Greetings.
Well met. Go
Let's see
hurt
if
something.
waiting an hour will make her more willing to do business.
Well, a pleasure to speak.
Nope,
Be seeing you.
that's a shame.
Hello.
Who will help an old beggar?
Hi there.
Hey, rats? They've got Fighters Guild people out killing rats? You're kidding, right?
Of course not.
Have you seen the Brions and their
I
dogs?
think that's a reference to Morrowind. Your very first Fighters Guild quest in Morrowind had you out clearing an old woman's house of rats.
Hello, I'm Rashida, the smith, and
Which we already
only
talked.
quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
I'd like to sell you these awesome replica long swords.
An excellent bargain. Tell your friends. You too.
Let's see. I want to join the Mages Guild too. Not going to do the local quest for the Mages Guild yet because, if
Hello.
memory serves, I'm underleveled for it.
Hello. Hello. I'm Castor Scribonia, the writer, author of Woman Gone Wild.
What can you tell me about Chorrol?
Who is the fairest of them all, other than myself? The proprietor of the Grey Mare is lovely. She and the guard captain would be a nice couple. Farewell.
Seems a little intrusive.
How goes?
Greetings, citizen. Is there something I can do for you? Are you perhaps interested in joining the Mages Guild?
What can you tell me about Chorrol?
It's good that you've joined one of our local organizations. It helps you make the right connections.
Well, how about I join the Mages Guild too?
Well then, it's no small matter. Membership in the guild is quite an honor, but also a responsibility. Do you wish to join the guild?
Yes, depending on how expensive it is.
Very well. You are now an associate of the Mages Guild. The full guild hall is now available for your use. You'll need a recommendation from each local guild hall in order to advance further. Until then, the Arcane University will be closed to you. Welcome to the guild, and good luck to you.
What can you tell me about this arcane university?
The Arcane University is the seat of the Mages Guild in Cyrodiil. Located in the Imperial City, it houses the leaders of our guild.
Okay.
Farewell. Hello, Evoker.
What's going on with you?
Many Argonians say they have been called back to Black Marsh. They disappear into the swamps and are never seen again.
I have heard Argonia is a strange and treacherous place. It is no wonder odd things are happening there.
See you.
Take care.
Okay. It's actually a great way to get some coin early on in the game.
Hello, guildmate.
These drawers or counters in all the mages guilds spawn alchemical
What is it, associate?
tools. You can just grab them and then sell them.
Excuse me. My name is
to
Angalmo.
the local
Can I help you?
alchemist of the guild. In this case, Angalmo. What can you tell me about the Mages Guild?
If you need training, Athragar has a reputation for being very good with alteration. You might consider speaking to him about it.
Sounds good.
You've
He
got a
offers
lot to
training in
learn.
mysticism.
Please, go on.
We're buttering them as much as we can.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Haggle. Let's try 54. It worked. Let's try 69% of the value. $71.
That's more than I'd usually pay.
$72. I think that's just about as far as we're going to be able to push them. You can see you get a lot better deal.
You don't expect me to
when
make
you're,
that deal, do you?
When you're selling to a member of a guild that you're part of.
Thank you. Good day.
What is it, associate?
You can just grab all the ones on these counters too. They're not going to miss them.
Well met,
You
guildmate.
can see how much shorter my character is than this guy. The High Elves are a bit taller than normal, and Karina is a bit shorter than average.
It's my pleasure. Please
He
continue.
actually looks down on you.
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Okay, yeah. So let's start by selling these.
You drive a hard bargain.
And let's sell most of these. A couple of these. A few of these. Now I've got one
Tell
of
your
each
friend-
of the alchemical
Take care.
tools. And a lot of money. We're going to spend pretty much all that money in a moment buying spells. Let's increase our money just a wee bit more. Let's see. Let's use our alchemy. We're already pretty close to the next level. Let's craft a few potions to finish up this level. And get started on the next. Let's start with getting rid of some of the heavy ingredients. Mort flesh and rat meat, for example. meat and mutton. I think the mutton is 2 pounds each. Get leveled up.
Good day. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Got some poisons we can sell them.
You've made a... Goodbye.
I think this guy sells some spells.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Athragar of the Mages Guild. How can I serve you? May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Sells a lot of conjuration. A lot of higher level illusion. The mod Supreme Magica lets you have more than one summoning based on your conjuration skill. That's why you'll probably notice that some of these summon more than one creature. Looks like all of his stuff is either higher level illusion or higher level alteration or higher or conjuration. So not much use to us
is the
right
key
now.
to success in any endeavor.
Don't want to bother training. Our skills moving
Good
nice
day.
and fine the way they are right now.
Hello, guildmate.
There's another guy who's selling. There we go.
I am Alberic Litter of the Mages Guild. I am pleased to make your acquaintance. Let's do business.
Conjuration, all lower level. Conjuration. Lower level illusion. This could come in handy. Commanding creature. Commanding touch. Defend, definitely. No, yes. Yes. Okay, this is an interesting spell added by the Supreme Magica mod. It makes so that when you fire like a fireball, it... Oh no, this is not it. This is a spell that makes that when you cast it on mages, and then mages take damage based on the amount of magic that they spend when they cast a spell. So it's like a mage killing spell. We definitely want it. We want that. That might be nice. This would be nice. We don't want any of the the summonings. So let's start by persuading him if we
Certainly.
can. We can't.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
I think we've got him haggled about as much as we can. I think it sets the disposition of all people from that guild when you get one of them. Let's see, I think we want to defend because our armor is pretty low right now. Might be able to get a better deal out of him. Lock, because I hit lock picking in this game. Spellfire, because we almost got killed by the spellcaster. Let's take command creature. This one does level 4. Creatures up to level 4 for 30 seconds. This one's up to level 5 for 30 seconds. There is a pretty big difference in magic cost and gold cost, so I think we'll actually just do this one. Soul grass, so we can start enchanting items. Healing wounds is pretty important. I think we'll pass up on the life detection for now. We'll get
Thank
it
you for...
eventually.
Take care.
This is really nice. It's got us very well set up now. Let's actually equip a weapon. Let's replace our other heal wounds with this one. Protection magic was that one. Now, Dispel is much more useful. And now that we've got this mod, it'll actually dispel negative ailments, status effects, all sorts of stuff that you'll notice later in the game. I never really bothered with it before I installed this mod. That's weird. I have a greater power called Star of the West. And I have Voice of the Emperor. It's treating my character like she's an Imperial. When I installed this this modded race before, she didn't get any of the perks of the Imperials. I wonder if it's like when you're character creating, you get 4 options of Zinnias humans to choose from, and I guess one of the ones that I chose originally was an older version that didn't have any stats associated. Kind of makes me think that if I chose one of the other ones, I might have gotten a human with bonuses of Breton. But that's pretty cool. This does actually fit our backstory because Karina's father was an Imperial, and we can actually make use of this. So, Voice of the Emperor lets you charm someone for 30 points. That will come in handy. And Star of the West will let you steal fatigue from somebody. So it's a nice way to put somebody down, I guess. Let's see. The problem is that we have now reached the point in which we don't have enough slots for these different things. I'll probably be using these ones pretty rarely. And Star of the West. I'm probably using lockpicking stuff more often. So, let's actually put that in place of our shield. Now, I do have on my controller a technique for hotkeying more items, but it's a bit tedious, so we won't use that yet. We might use it later on when we have more spells. Some chemical ingredients. We could probably get our alchemy up to 100 without leaving this town. But I don't really want to do that right now. So more alchemical supplies. Silver dagger. Just rest for an hour. And we get to move up agility by 5. Very nice. Skills. I'm going to go endurance by 3 and personality by 4. is the this chapter house leader's room. More alchemical ingredients. Let's take these and sell them. I installed a mod that makes it that you can actually see your character when you look down.
Fantastic. Thanks for asking. Great.
Something
Take
that
care.
not many of the earlier Elder Scrolls
Hello,
do.
guildmate.
I'd like to sell a few more things to the alchemist. I can find him. There he is.
Well met, guildmate.
Good to see you.
What have you been up to?
I heard there were some goblins around here recently. Awful creatures.
Terrible creatures.
Excuse me. My name is Angalmo. Can I help you? I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
But we're just going to sell him most of our alchemical ingredient equipment. We'll get more at the next Mage's Guild that we go to.
You got a great deal there.
Oh, there's some of these potions we picked up. And I think this rat meat, we're not really going to be using poisons, and it's fairly heavy.
A pleasure to serve you. Good day.
guildmate.
And I think we're set to go out and do some local quests. Yeah, I think most of our burden is coming from food. I think there might be a few things down here we can grab. The sooner we get a decent amount of gold with this character, the sooner we can set up a base of operations.
Hello, guildmate.
Let's see, we've talked to him.
I'm Contumeliorius Florius. I'm in charge of enchanted item recharge in the Mages Guild here in Chorrol. Get it? In charge.
Yeah. Okay. He's not offering his services right now, but in this game,
What is it?
you want to recharge your weapons' spell effects, or staves spell effects. You have to either pay them gold, 1 gold for each point of charge at the Mages Guild, or you have to expend like a soul gem. Supreme Magicka also added a spell type. I think it's Mysticism, but it might be Alteration, that makes it so that you spend some of your life points in order to recharge your weapon.
Hello. You haven't seen my sons, have you? They went off into the forest to fight those monsters, and I'm worried about them.
What a shame.
No doubt.
Good.
My sons. Have you seen my sons?
What can you tell me about your sons?
Yes, Rallus and Antis. They're going to fight off the creatures at our farm, but I fear for their safety. My sons. Have you seen my sons?
Don't mean to be insensitive there. You said you were going to fight off, they were going to fight off some creatures at your farm?
For the last few days, we've suffered attacks from these creatures at our farm not far from Chorrol. They're coming from someplace in the Great Forest. I don't know where, but Rallus may know more by now. My boys will take up the fight, even if the guards won't. Doesn't matter if it's outside the town walls, it still affects us all. They expect me to go with them, but I fear in my old age I'm not the warrior I once was. Would you go in my place?
Yes, I'll help you.
Somehow, I knew you'd do the right thing. I'm supposed to meet them at Weynon Priory. You'd best get whatever supplies you need now, so you can get there in time.
He's gonna go get a drink and calm down. Nice god rays from the E&B. This is Weynon Priory. Let's go see if we're a match for these creatures. If you can finish this quest in the best way, you get a really nice item.
Antis, calm down. Why isn't Father here? He knows how important this is.
Your father asked me to come in his place.
What do you mean he's not coming? He told you to come with us instead? Has he no honor?
Hot-headed?
I'm afraid I have no time for small talk, friend. I'm waiting for my father, Valis Odil. Have you seen him in town by any chance?
I have seen him. He asked me to come and fight in his place.
He's not coming with us? I think I understand, and it is better that he remains safe. Though I wonder why he has asked you to take his place. You would join us, though you have no personal stake in this fight? An honorable deed. I gladly accept your help, then. There's no point in waiting here any longer. Follow me. Do your worst!
Haven't even gotten there where we're getting attacked by creatures. I'm gonna go a little ahead and clear the way of any creatures. I believe I saw their farm over here. I thought the road took you right to it. Guess I was wrong. I just missed the road, that's it. That's right. Run away. They have farm animals now. They never did before. Martikins monster mod. Rams, donkeys, and pigs. Okay. Let's save in case it doesn't work out so well. Okay, that's our active quest.
Filthy vermin. Stay focused. Watch your backs and be careful.
Up our armor. And then I'm thinking our opening spell will be taking command of one of them.
Antis, are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go! Defend yourselves. Here they come!
Don't see them. Goblins. Got one of them. Attacking the pigs. Thank you for your help. Pig? I want the goblin. Hey! And he's down. I think the donkey killed the other goblin. Hopefully none of the sons have died. Goblins have been defeated. We should return to Chorrol and tell Ballas Odil that his sons are safe.
Let's get this over. Ah! Show me what you've got.
I think these goblins are not considered to be part of the main group because they were added by the monster mod. My light armor is like a second skin. After all those days and weeks wearing it, you have learned to move easily in combat. As an apprentice of light armor, your gear is no longer damaged as swiftly in combat. Nice, so now it's where it would have been if I had chosen it as a major skill.
Show me what you've got.
Take some.
That's the best you can do.
They almost got the donkey. Now I can get Goblin Eyes, Goblin Heart, and Rat Meat. The Goblin Heart restores both Magicka and health. Nice. Steel Mace, that's where it's good to gold. Dog Meat. Both of his sons survived. A clear win. But yeah, that was a lot more goblins than there normally are. So. I have a lot of dog meat. Let's see. That's just about it. Yep. Oops. Don't know what happened there. Like he was dead and I was shooting him.
We beat them! We slaughtered them all! Did you see? Did you see how well I fought?
His face looks a little weird with the blood effect from the monster mod.
Let's go see my father, and let him know of our victory.
See how well this light spell works. It's terrible. All it does is light you up as a beacon. Make you look a little undeadish. It really does not look like it's lighting up 25 feet. More like it's lighting up maybe 10, 12 feet. I think we'll stop at Weynon's Priory. Take a rest. And then we'll go and see if there's any gratitude. It's like it lights up more when you're inside. Interesting. In the morning. Actually, before we do this, since I notice games tend to crash more when you're resting, I will save. That should us to about daylight. Okay, a lot of 2s here. I'm thinking strength, speed, and endurance right now. Let's turn in that quest. Horse. So in Oblivion, the horses come in different breeds. The paint horse, which is what I have, is the slowest moving and the second weakest hit point wise. I believe the white horses have the most hit points, and the black horses have the highest speed. And of course you can get Shadow Mirror if you're playing the Dark Brotherhood. And I think that's actually at least as fast as the blacks, maybe faster. And can't be killed. Oh, I've leveled up again. See what he has to say.
You're back, and you've brought my sons with you. How wonderful!
Yes, the creatures didn't stand a chance.
Foul things. They deserve the death you've brought them.
And your sons are safe.
My boys are safe. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much for sticking with them and helping a foolish old man. Please. Take this. I won't be needing it any longer. My battles are over. I plan to live out my days on the farm in peace and quiet.
Yes,
I can show you some new things.
Attitude. Wait, he can train us in heavy armor, which I don't think we want to do quite yet. It looks like I'm overburdened, so there's no inspiration for that.
Greetings to you.
Well, do some shopping. Let's see, what do I have to sell? It would actually be all weapons. 3 steel maces, a silver dagger. Steel shield, unless I want to hang on to that. It's twice as much armor as this other one, but it's also more than 3 times as much weight. No, I don't think I want to. Although it would be less weight than the steel longsword, the steel claymore, and the fine steel longsword does just as much damage, so maybe I will go with that combination. And of course, I'm not showing off yet my reward. Here it is. The old man gave me this.
Well met.
It's Chillrend. You may, if you played Skyrim, recognize it as a sword that you get from, I think it was a Thieves Guild quest. It paralyzed enemies and did cold damage. In this one, it just does cold damage. It's got a nice sheath. This is, of course, not the vanilla, although it looks similar, but better. This is the reskin by Insanity, the modder. I don't think she'll buy anything that we have to sell.
What can I do? I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
And she'll buy our book of the Mage's Guild, and the Provinces of Tamriel, and the raw deerskin.
Thank you. Goodbye.
See if we can sell the weapons at the Fighters
Go ahead.
Guild.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
I've heard that the great houses of Morrowind are an upkeep.
Oh, I really liked the setting of Morrowind.
Good type.
I actually recently saw that the Elder Scrolls Total War mod is out. Let's you play as...
Well, hello there. Sabine Lowell, Guildsmith. Real happy to meet you.
different factions in
have a look at my wares.
the Elder Scrolls universe.
I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Actually, probably want to repair my equipment first, so that I can sell them at maximum price.
Bye. Good day. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure that... You drive a hard bargain. Go to it.
Let's see now, she'll buy Warhammers from me.
A pleasure to speak with you.
I know these look familiar.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
You won't regret buying them.
A good price. Take care.
Greetings.
I think this is just about where we're going to stop for today. There's another quest we can get started in this town, and then I think we're going to head, we're going to journey over to the east side to Shaden Hall, where we'll do some more quests for the Fighters and Mage Guild. Thank you for joining me again. If you like it, like and subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll be back with more soon. Bye.